Hi, everybody, and welcome to Talk to Rose. How are you guys out there doing tonight? On this podcast, we talk about everything going on in the world today, good, bad, raggedy, and wonderful. So I'm glad that you guys decided to tune in with me tonight. Um, I had a topic planned, but one of my guests wasn't able to make it, so I'm just going to do all like trending topics today. Um, so everybody that's out there, I need you guys to go ahead and hit that like button right now, or are you just listening to me ramble? Hit the like button right there. And if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe to my channel and share. Tell all your friends, your coworkers, your neighbors. Tell everybody. And thank you to everybody that's been tuning in every week. This is episode 10 already. That's crazy. So thank you to my continuing guests and my new guests. So I guess I'll just get into these hot topics and make sure if you guys have something that you guys want to talk about, let me know. Okay. Hi, Summer. Say hi to everybody. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Tia. Yes. So let's get into these hot topics, you guys. I'm gonna try to slow down so you guys can get a word in because y'all say I be talking too fast. So I'm gonna try to talk a little bit slower since everybody says that. Okay, my first thing I want to know, this is just a little fun fact. Um, do you guys know what BAR stands for? BAR, like I'm going to the bar. Did you guys know that stands for something? And if so, do you guys know what it stands for? I'm gonna give y'all a few seconds because I was today years old when I learned the real meaning of it. So y'all let me know in the comments if y'all know what BAR stands for. Hey, Juanita. Thank you. I try not to overdo the baby hairs. That little thing be going. I hate when people's baby hairs be like right here and they look like that big old swoop and stuff and all that. It's just doing a little too much. We always like baby hair when we was growing up anyway. So we always had baby hair. This ain't nothing new to us. So we still try to keep it how it was when we was little, not just doing it extra. Hi, Alexa. Alexis. I don't know. I'm talking about Alexa. I'm so used to Amir talking about Alexa. Hey, Alexis. Hold on, guys, really fast. I don't know why she's having trouble getting in. Asia, try the link again and see if you can get in. We're having technical difficulties, everybody. Let me see if it's another way I could do it. Hold on, you guys. I'm sorry. Okay, sorry, you guys. Okay, and I want another thing I want to know. Do y'all know what different kind of internet service you could get? Because I have Frontier and I have the highest internet connection. I don't know why this stuff freezes up only when I do my lives. It makes no sense to me. Okay, so none of y'all don't know what bar means. It means beer, alcohol, and room. That's what bar means. So now you guys know something today. Okay. So the first thing that we are going to talk about today is, of course, the Steve Harvey show and all the stuff that's going on with him. Hi, Asia, you made it. Can you hear me?
Hello. Yes, I can.
Okay, so Lisa, did you hear what I said? What it means? It means beer, alcohol, and room. That's what bar means. I was asking them, did they know what bar means? I didn't really know it had a meaning behind it. Did you?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's what it means. Beer, alcohol, and room.
No idea. Drinking, drinking, and more drinking.
Right. Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about is Steve Harvey and Shirley Strawberry. Now, but I'm pretty sure all y'all know who Steve Harvey is. Y'all know who Shirley Strawberry is. They have a talk show. It's Steve Harvey's show, but they always do strawberry letters and everything like that. So, Shirley Strawberry's husband is incarcerated, and they were just having husband and wife talk, and somebody leaked it. So everybody started going in on Shirley Strawberry. I tried to find a clip. I don't know if they was having people take that clip down, because I listened to it the day before yesterday, and now today I could not find it for nothing. So y'all could actually hear.
I just listened to it last night. Mom sent the link when we had asked for it. No?
Oh, yeah, I could have.
It's not working
now. Yeah. So it's like, basically Shirley Strawberry, her husband was asking her about Steve Harvey's house, and she was saying that they was at Steve Harvey's house and how beautiful it was, and he was asking her about Marjorie, and she was just, was Marjorie starting to look old? She said no, she wasn't, but she wasn't there. If Marjorie was there, that they wouldn't have been able to be all around that house. Like Steve Harvey was basically letting them roam around the house and let them see what the house, but they know if Marjorie was there that they wouldn't have been able to do that. She also said that Steve was like winded going down the stairs, or going up the stairs. I'm sorry. That was the only thing bad she said about him. He was asking her other stuff about Steve Harvey, and she was just talking regular. She never said nothing bad. The only thing she did say about Marjorie was Marjorie looks at them like the help. She said Steve Harvey always invites them over to his house, but Marjorie looks at them as a help, so she doesn't feel comfortable going there. But she did say like how beautiful their house was. She was like saying all the things that Marjorie have, her studio where she get her hair done, just everything that they have. She was
nice.
like, basically, he has a house where they literally don't have to leave to go nowhere. Marjorie got everything she needs there too, so they literally don't have to go nowhere. And so after that, everybody just went with that and ran. My thing that I did not like about Shirley Strawberry, because literally me listening to that, she did not say anything wrong. Like, she didn't say anything foul or anything. I mean, you could tell that she doesn't care for Marjorie, but she literally didn't say anything wrong. And so she got on Steve Harvey's show to apologize. Like, apologize for what? I hate that every time somebody says something, they got to backtrack it and then go and apologize. Like, she literally didn't say anything wrong. So I just didn't understand why she felt the need to say she apologized for what she said. Like, the only thing I could think of is maybe Marjorie might get Steve Harvey to fire her. But if she do, I think they would have a lawsuit. Like,
definitely.
Literally. What do you think?
Especially after already saying they're being made to feel like the help. And then yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. And she literally did say anything wrong. So I was just, when you just see the little clips and stuff, I'm like, dang, what did she say? When I listened to it, I'm like, come on now, this lady did not say nothing wrong about them. So then Steve went on to say he's tired of people coming after his wife, and that his wife has always been there for him. When they got together, he didn't have anything. She helped him build everything back up from the ground. And so she deserves everything that she's getting from him, basically. And Steve has said that before on another show, that a wife don't have to bring nothing to the table. They have a womb where they can have children. That's what they bring to the table. So
then my question is, so I remembered that last night. So then my question is, did she help you or didn't she? Because if she helped you, like you making it seem like y'all did it together, kind of like Shaq and Shawnee. But then if you go back to that, she didn't have to help. So which one is it?
He said that she did help. He said that when she was when he got with her for the second time. So the first wife wasn't lying about that. When he got with her for the second time, she wanted to get married. He told her he wasn't in the position to be married right then because he had lost everything. And he said then he started getting his stuff together. Then he got hit with that IRS that he had to pay all those millions back. So he had lost everything again. And he said both of those times Marjorie never left him. And that she told him, like, yeah, that we'll work this thing together. He was like, and when they got married in 2007, that's when things started getting better for him. He got 2 shows and it just went off from there. He was like, so she deserves everything. But my thing is, if everybody feel a way about your wife, it has
Mm-hmm.
to be some truth to something, Steve. Like you can't just feel like everybody's lying about Marjorie. Why would somebody that you've been doing a show with over 20 years feel a way about your wife? Like she should
You
feel
know
like
what's
family.
interesting, Rose? She does like this. She has a nonprofit for girls in LA too. And
Mm-hmm.
something that I found strange is that nobody really talks about it. Like they don't talk about like that she's a nice person in that particular nonprofit. So I'm wondering now, is it some truth to it? Is she not a nice person? Because you would think in that space you would get accolades, but that space don't even have nice things to say about her. So I don't think Shirley is lying, but she didn't say it bad. If that's how she feel as the employee, what's she supposed to say? Like you should be more concerned if she feel that way.
I think Shirley Strawberry's just scared now because basically she said, well, whatever her husband did, that she's lost
She
everything.
losing everything.
Yeah, they took her ring back from her. They took her car. She
Yeah.
then got evicted over 5 times. She don't got nowhere to live. Um, just because his shenanigans. And I read into more of what he was doing. It basically he's an entrepreneur in Atlanta. He had a barber shop, and then he had a security business, and both of those dissolved. So I don't know. They say he's in jail for fraud. Allegedly, he can't be around children or animals, and that was funny to me. I'm
Right,
like,
because where did the children and
children.
animals come from then? Remember, we was talking about that last night. Like this stuff is not adding up. But you know what I touched on last night, and we was gonna wait for today. This was gonna be my question. How come nobody is not more focused on the fact that a damn CO committed a crime? How you work for the jail and you commit a crime?
Right.
Nobody is saying that, Ro.
I
They're
guess
all like, oh, well, the cause could be monitored. Yeah, inside, but nobody's saying
but
nothing.
they're saying that they do say calls are monitored, but they said that the calls are public information. Like anybody can go. I don't know where you go if you go online and you can.
That's not true,
I
Ro.
would, girl. I said I would. You know me with my nosy stuff. I said tomorrow we're gonna do that.
That's not true.
They said it's
Is
public
they're
record.
monitored for criminal activity or
Mm-hmm.
anything like threatening to another person, anything criminal, but they're not public information. That's not true.
I was
They
like, this
just
is
be making stuff up, just like they making up that this should have even whatever he got paid, he got more than what he should have got paid because it ain't even blog worthy. I wonder if they pay. Oh, I wonder if they pay before they hear it. Because if I would have heard that, I wouldn't have paid for it. I'd have been
I
like,
wouldn't have
what?
paid for it either because I'm like, it don't even make no sense. Like, what are we putting
Mm-mm.
this out there for? Like that, like they said, it was clickbait, and
To
everybody
be
just started
messy,
wanting. Mm-hmm.
to destroy her. But that's cold because she's a good person. Like her record is clean in this industry. She been in that space for a long time. She could have been messy, like you said, especially as one of the original like bloggers, if you will, like
Right.
report back people, you know, with the letters and stuff. She didn't even say nothing. I would have thought she talked way
I did.
more like raw, you know, and she didn't. So it was a waste of time.
It really
And
was
poor
a waste of
girl.
time. Look, I'm like, it really was a waste of time.
Mhm.
So I guess what else? Did you have anything you wanted to talk about them that we missed?
Yes. About this?
Yeah.
No, I want to know why that CO is not in trouble. Because snitches get
He
stitches. What happened? What happened to all
probably
the rules we grew up with? Because the rules
well,
didn't
maybe they
change,
made it
and I
to
feel like an
where
alien.
yeah, maybe they made it to where it was anonymous, maybe.
But when you so on the it stamps the call, they could go in there and see who did it,
It
bro.
probably don't matter. It probably a lot
That's
of
why I
people
said I
don't.
wonder if this is set up for like whatever he did. You know how the police will start messing with your family and stuff like that
Mhm.
because they doing this so embarrassing to her. Like when they took her car, they met her somewhere to take the car, evicting her and stuff like because the you know Oh, I hope everybody knows that. By the way, stick a pin right there. The police can evict you, not the apartment place, your landlord. The police can say this person needs to be evicted, and they got, I think, 72 hours. They gotta put you out
But
and break that lease.
why did she have to get evicted because of him? Was it in his
But that's what
name?
I'm saying. I think they going through her because let's just say she didn't know none of this stuff. You know, it's a lot of girls from old school, especially when our dudes was doing stuff we didn't know. We stayed out of it because, you know, they protect us. They protected us, not like this
Mhm.
mess we see now. So what if she didn't know? And what if they trying to find something else or they want more information and they feel like she won't give it? They'll start stripping stuff from her because that's how I know this law. That just happened to my god sister. They was looking for her boyfriend. She really didn't know. They evicted her from her place, started following her, like doing all of this stuff. They basically keep stripping you until either the person in jail tells. Like that really happens in real life. I feel like they doing that to her. She don't have no she got a clean record, like a good person. So I don't understand. That could be the only answer. And why you wouldn't care that a CO leaked information? Like what? I
Yeah,
don't know. It's messed up. I feel bad for her. Pray for her.
I do too. I feel real bad for her too. Like she worked too hard to lose everything like this. Okay, the next thing we're going to talk about is these TSA agents accused of stealing out of passengers' bags inside of the Miami airport. So,
They steal out of bags all the time.
but the
My shit come up missing all the time.
and TSA doing it. You know, when you walking through and if you have a carry on, they stealing now. So and
They've
they're
been
doing
stealing
it.
too.
They doing
They
it.
all steal.
Yeah, they doing it in your face. So basically, when you take your put your stuff in the bucket and going
Uh-huh.
through, they do something to where you ain't paying attention, distract you. They'll distract you, and then they pulling money out of your purses. They taking jewelry and everything, and literally putting it in their pockets. My thing is, y'all TSA, so everything is being recorded. So what would make y'all think that y'all could get away with that? And so they worse than the people that checking in because they're literally doing it in your face.
So they became magicians. They flip it right in front of your face.
And then probably be telling the people like they don't like we don't know what happened. Like because they're literally doing it in their face.
You know, most people take their eyes off their bag because you're trying to get your shoes and your stuff that you could get right away, especially if they take your bag. And it's like,
Because
just think about us going through LAX.
just think your bag goes through first, or it
Mhm.
goes through last, and you are waiting for your
You
bag. So
leave
they
it.
already just
Mhm.
digging and doing whatever they're gonna be doing. So
Mhm.
they said that it's two of them that's in jail for that right now. I'm like,
Is
wow,
it
like
really
y'all,
worth it?
that's what I'm saying. Is
I
it
don't
worth
want to
it?
go to jail.
Me neither. And not for nothing like that. Like
Mm-mm.
it's just really disgusting. I have this other video I want you guys to watch, and you guys tell me about this. You know these people, so just listen, everybody.
Free bleeding just hits different. So some of you guys are acting so pressed, just like the fucking audio. And I knew it. Some of you guys are actually asking, what does free bleeding actually mean and how can you actually do it? So free bleeding is when you don't block the flow at all, not even with the pads or the underwear. So I try to free bleed, which means I stay at home when I'm on my period and I intentionally don't go out to the store, don't go out to restaurants. Like I stay home and bleed because that's what my body is doing and I honor that. And if I do have to go out, then I will use the absorbable underwear. Hell no, am I ever going to stick something inside of me while I'm bleeding? No. So if I'm at home and I'm on my period, then I just lay in bed with a towel or on my couch with a towel. I actually really love the feeling of cramps and like the contractions of like birthing the uterine lining. The whole point of free bleeding is to just tune into what your body is actually doing and honor that process. This makes my periods orgasmic.
Okay, you guys. Ah. So, what do you guys feel about that video, free bleeding?
She nasty. Like sometimes your body will tell you if you use tampons, not to do that, but my body didn't ever tell me to bleed to death on my couch. My body didn't ever tell me to ruin my $1 million mattress. Oh, just flip it. It'll be okay. Like, we'll keep flipping it every month. My body don't tell me to do that. So, and it's nothing orgasmic. Like, that is the last thing I'm thinking about. I don't want sex. I don't want nothing. Don't touch. Like, I just want to pass out. That's what I want to do. So, like, I don't get an orgasm from. Oh my Jesus.
Yeah, when I seen it, I was like, you know what? She's beyond nasty. I don't even know what to. She's nasty.
She looked nasty though.
The only thing I agree with is the tampons. Because
Yes.
I don't wear tampons either. But everything else just laying around and bleeding, and I hate cramps. My cramps that I have is worse than
They're mind numbing.
Yeah, mine is like I'm in labor somewhere. When I was in labor, my menstrual cramps was worse than when I was in labor until they gave me the Pitocin. Then it was on a whole nother level. But it's like, come on now, you nasty. You just around the house with a towel.
You know what I
could
think
see
is stupid?
She on the toilet for event, like, girl.
But she said she doesn't like she made reference to another video. So I'm thinking that we didn't see it and I didn't want to after that one about you guys fell for it or whatever. So she must have said something far worse on the other one. And I thought that it's orgasmic. I thought that was clickbait and that she would have actually given tips when she got people's attention. Because we got young girls listening. So they do need to know things like if you're wearing a tampon and it's not comfortable, you should not be doing switch. Your body is talking to you. That is healthy. But she didn't do that. She just told them to be nasty, and we wonder why these kids is doing such strange things.
But the cool thing about it is, I was reading the comments, and a lot of people, was even some Black people on there.
I saw that.
Yeah, that was saying that they did that too. Like, where do y'all? First of all, do y'all work from home or something? Like, I just cannot.
Bro, I work from home.
Who's gonna lay around and then just be bleeding everywhere? Like,
maybe she don't. I don't know, because if you bleed, it's a lot. But what do you do? Just have a water faucet coming out of your body? Like, what happens when you sneeze?
I think it depends on how you bleed, because some women don't bleed as heavy as other women. So she should explain all that. It's just like, you know what, ma'am, you're really nasty.
Can you imagine if she sneezed?
Girl, nasty.
And something comes up. I don't think people should visit her. I think she needs to have like a caution sign by her name wherever she works, because they need to know she can't play or participate in a potluck. Like, nobody should carpool with her. Like, they need their tetanus shots being around her. If I saw that as an HR person, I'll sit her ass in the corner in the back by herself. That's nasty.
Let me see what some of the people said. Carla said, she just nasty and stinking. Shatia shaking my head. Sanaya, wait, you know she do got a wash rag. She nasty. I just feel we weren't the target for this conversation.
Period. Pin that to the top. Pin that to the top.
Oh, you know she don't got no wash rag. China. Oh yeah, I did that. When you cough, everything coming out. Yeah, it's just like, come on, like, how nasty can you be?
We've evolved from that. Do you know back in the day? So my grandmother on my dad's side told me that. So when I got mine, she came over and was talking to me. She was born in down south. And she said when they was growing up, they still picked cotton and they had to use whatever cloth was around and just frequently keep washing it.
Mm-hmm.
We've evolved from that for a reason. That's not healthy. Eat that. We evolved from that for a reason. I don't understand. That's not good. That's nasty.
It's beyond nasty. So that's what I'm saying. Like you said, we evolved from that. It's too many other things you can do. Even if you don't want to put a tampon, you could put a pad on. It's still coming out. It's not standing.
Don't they got cups? Is that, am I wrong?
The cups you put in, you insert inside of you and it comes out.
She don't want to insert nothing.
Yeah, so she don't have to do that. That's what I'm saying. You can wear a pad or you can wear a Depend. That's still the same thing.
They have those now. I just saw
Yeah.
that. Period panties so you can feel more comfortable or
Yes,
whatever.
a lot of women wear those because a lot
I've
of
seen
women
that.
bleed heavily, so they'll wear those Depends before. Some people that I know literally would have to wear tampons, those Depends, and a pad in there, like they bleed so heavy. So just think,
Yeah.
she nasty.
No, China. She said she sit on the couch
No,
naked,
you're right, China. You heard
bleeding
what she
everywhere, and I don't know
said.
what kind of towel she got. I don't know what kind of towel she got
I
because she
don't
nasty.
tell that ain't gonna
I
absorb
hope
all
she
that.
lived by herself with her contaminated house.
And
Somebody
she
need to send
nasty.
the hazard people over there. She need a
Yeah,
mental evaluation. She thought
she
that was
really
funny.
does. She really does. Okay, so is there anybody else in the audience that does that? Do they feel like they need to just sit around the house?
And bleed to death everywhere. I wonder what her carpet looks like. When she get up, it probably just spill on the floor. I wonder if she got wood floors. We need to talk to her. We need to
Like
talk
you
to her.
need to
Bro, you a nurse, reach out.
let me see. All I want to know is let me see
Bro,
your
reach
house.
out to her. See if you can have her on the show. Be like, but you gotta be interested. Like you gotta be like, oh, I'm a nurse. You know, I'm about women's health. I just want to see how you feel. You know, would you come on and talk to my people? And then I'm gonna need the people, y'all. We gotta pay attention and pretend for like 10 minutes. Then after that, we could let her have it.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, we'll see. I'll see if I can find her again on TikTok.
Okay.
And okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is a 14-year-old white little boy tried to drown a 15-year-old black little boy. So apparently the black little boy went with his white friends to the lake, and they went out in the water, was playing and everything, and then the 14-year-old little white boy tried to start pulling the boy under the water. He telling him that he can't swim or anything, and literally like was telling him, I can't swim, and then start saying, I can't breathe, and they was laughing. The other little white boy that was on the wherever they was at started laughing and calling him George Floyd.
Where's the parents?
It wasn't no parents there. I don't know where the parents. It wasn't no parents there. You know, nowadays these kids get to do more than we could. They was at a lake, so they started calling him George Floyd, and they was laughing and everything. And that boy almost drowned. Like he almost drowned. So he went to court, and his lawyers was trying to say that it was innocent fun, that he didn't do it on purpose, that they was just having fun. But the other attorney was saying that it was racially motivated. Like you trying to pull him.
I think he's out already.
Yeah, he's out on bail already. You're trying to pull him underwater, and then the other person is calling him George Floyd when he's saying that he can't breathe. Like that's crazy. So they literally let him out on bond. They gave him to his daddy, and a lot of people was out there mad because they was like, you let him out when literally he was trying to kill somebody. Who's to say that he won't do that again? But his parents are saying like it was all innocent fun. He was never going to drown him. So
what is up with all these kids killing their friends lately? Did you hear about the one that he killed the two friends went to a community pond, same thing, and her son didn't come back, and then she tracked and the friend took the phone. Did you see that one? That mother, oh my God, what is going on?
You literally nowadays, you got to put blessed oil on your kids when you leave. Even though Amir is 4, I swear to God, I put blessed oil on him every day before he get on that school bus to leave, because these kids nowadays are ruthless. And
it's like, in that one, the parents help. They went to go, remember, they went to go look too, and nobody ever told the mom why she calling and calling and calling. How could?
My thing is, if that something happened to me, we about to be on first 48.
Period. The baby died. He was dead.
I'm not about to play with y'all. These kids, they don't care, but that's what I'm saying. The parents let them do whatever they want to do now. Like, what Alexis say, they arrested the 14-year-old, but not the one calling him George Floyd and then arrested. Nope, they didn't arrest him. It was only the one that was trying. Yeah, the one that was calling him George Floyd, they didn't arrest him. It was just the one that was literally pulling his legs under the water. That's the only one that got arrested. But you 14-year-old
But they did it together.
But
How
the
come
other
we
one
an
wasn't.
accessory, but they not accessory? So accessory only applies to Black people?
Yeah, like Juanita said. But if the tables were turned,
Exactly.
we already know it would have never been no bond or anything. It would have never
Oh
been
my
nothing.
gosh.
So it's just like
Mhm.
you really got to pray over your kids now, because times are all the way different. First of all, we would have never been able to go to a lake by ourselves.
No, but just think about the other one where the two boys went. They was old enough to drive and they
Uh-huh.
went. But this boy then came back home, got in the bed. You sitting, this is the part where I was like, she must have froze because it's fight, flight, and freeze. Because remember, she said she pulled up in front of the house because the phone was pinging there. The boy answered and said, oh, he was looking for him or something, but he was really in the house. How you didn't beat down that door, all the lights off, like they going to bed, and then minutes later, the parents and the boy go look for the boy, but you never, as the parents, said, "Let me call the mom." Like, so the parents is included. What? How did people become so evil? I can't imagine.
It's just
I
like
wouldn't have waited for no police. I'd have
Me
I'd have
neither.
busted through that door. I'd have called all of y'all so we could meet there. Like, ain't nobody leaving this house. You're not
Yeah,
alive.
I said it. Like I said before, we're literally living in the last days. Like, people are so evil now. Okay, Lisa
Lexi,
said
I'll
it
send
right
it to
back
you.
into.
It's sad though, because she is crying and screaming because they still haven't done nothing about it. They
Yeah,
haven't
but
done nothing
I don't
about it,
even,
Lex.
sometimes I don't even be wanting to see that stuff because it makes me
It broke
so
my heart.
angry. Yeah, let me see. Lisa said right, they would have tried him as an adult. They're not gonna try him as an adult, Lisa, but they would have if it was a black teen.
Oh
I
yeah.
guess so. They def don't have some rules. Yeah, I haven't heard about this story. I'm gonna send it to you, Alexa. Yeah, it's crazy because I actually heard about this last week, but I didn't see that the boy had got arrested until the other day. And so I was like, okay, at least they arrested him. But then when I seen that he was out on
He
bond, I
already
was
out.
like,
Yeah.
what?
They like that they let him out so he could finish the job. So
And
I don't
that's
understand.
basically what the people are saying. Like, y'all letting him out to do other stuff now. Like, you're 14. If you're doing this kind of stuff at 14, just think of the stuff that you can do when you get
Come
older.
on. And don't let him get away with it with no consequences. Then he gonna feel solidified. They be feeling like they above the law when
They
stuff like
do.
that happens. So the evil to me just like magnifies and grows. I just don't understand where they get these thoughts from. Like, they're so evil. That's not mean. That's not bad. That's evil.
It's
How?
very
How the
evil.
parents don't notice your kids do evil things to correct them?
Yeah, I have
Or do you
no.
think they don't care?
I
Because
think they
most
don't
people,
care.
you can see things in your kids. You see when they assholes, they liars, whatever. You fix it, right? How do you not see that to call a child George Floyd? What made you even think to say something like that while that was happening? That's
Just
what you thought
evil.
about?
Just evil. Just evil. Okay, you guys. So everybody that's watching right now, make sure you go hit the like button. All y'all hit the like button. If you watching it on TV, go and hit the like button. Okay,
Yes,
I
it's
have
on the
another one.
TV too.
And they don't know. A lot of people don't know how to hit the like button on the TV.
You hit the up button, all the displays will
Yeah,
come out,
right.
shoot over. You can even subscribe.
Everybody hit the like button. Okay, I got another one for you guys. Hold on.
Proventul é caro. Pode ter sido, Omar. Foi a Tata Proventul. E o perigo, aqui está. Epa, isto realmente. Aquilo que um dia se esperava veio a acontecer.
So
Y'all better
basically,
get right with the Lord.
so
That's
right
my first
there.
thought. Grab a cup and get right with the Lord. Confess your sins. Make it
Girl,
spiritual.
when I seen that, that's the streets of Portugal, where it was flooded because flooded with red wine after a distillery liter tank burst with 2.2 million worth of wine.
I hope they got proper insurance.
But you know what? I would have been out there drinking. I would have been on my
I said
little
I'm gonna grab a cup and I'm gonna get right with the Lord. I'm gonna get right. It's gonna be spiritual. But I'm
I would
definitely
have been out
grabbing a
there
cup.
with my little raft and everything. I would have had buckets and all
Yeah, I
kinds of
wouldn't
stuff
have
for
needed no
that
more
for the
wine for the rest of
wine.
the year. And then I'd have called everybody over. Hey y'all. I was just
Lord.
blessed. It just came to me.
Like that really looks crazy. Like,
I wonder what it looked like actually coming from the tank. So I wonder if they were able to start like they couldn't. Well, I wonder what the tank looked like. Like if
I
they
know,
could
I wonder
save
what it
some
looked like
of
if it
it.
had that
Like,
many, if it had that much wine in it. Girl, I would have been out there having a good time. Like, for real.
girl, calling
It'd have
off
been no
work for
way.
sure.
I would have had wine for at least a couple of years because I would have made sure I would have filled a lot of stuff up.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We at the,
Absolutely.
we at the winery.
Mm-hmm.
So what would y'all would have did in the comments? Would y'all would have been outside or would y'all would have just watched and recorded like this man?
Oh, honey, Lisa already commenting. She ready with her cup.
Let me
She
see that
ready.
millions down the drain. Yeah, that is millions. But oh well. Like, how did it burst? I want to know.
I
That's a lot of
wonder.
people didn't have bottles. I would have had buckets. Forget the bottles. I would have had buckets. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to talk about is a Las Vegas casino employee arrested for taking $776,000 worth of fraudulent hotel robe. Why can't I talk? For taking $776,000 worth of fraudulent hotel reservation refunds. So basically, he was making fraudulent reservation refunds and refunding it to his credit card. So,
Hey, bro, do you remember what's that show, American Gangster? Remember the one girl that had the pastor that had a whole ring doing that? Yep, at different hotels.
Yep, and
getting
he did
money.
it. And he was at the Aria. So he was doing this at the Aria. He had been a manager over there since 2013. So that lets you know. So you almost at $1 million. They said that he was using his money to live a lavish lifestyle. Like, it's just people do stuff all the time because people do this kind of stuff all the time. But it's like,
Absolutely.
I feel like Black people be too greedy. Like, you did this and got away with it. Why did you keep on going? They said that he was literally shopping at high-end stores, flying on private jets, doing spa visits, going to the top shows, and he even bought a house.
So he finna be on the next season of American Gangster next to that
He
girl.
gonna be on the world's dumbest criminals. Like, they get too greedy. Like, if you got away with something for a little while, okay, because I feel like a lot of people do that stuff. Like, okay, just do it. But you have to keep being greedy like that.
And he probably had it going to one credit card too.
One credit card.
The credit card probably tipped the business off. The business probably didn't notice it because Bank of America did this for a long time. When I worked there, I don't know if anybody had Bank of America when it was 2003. And remember, we used to have like a penny would be missing, up to 10 cents would be missing. That's how they was getting money out of people. But think, if you have all those customers and you get that amount from each person, that's a lot of money. Bank of America was doing that, but it was never enough to prosecute because of the penny, 10 cent stuff like that.
Well, now he in jail. He got time to think about it. I hope he gave some money to some people that could put some money on his books. Like,
but what did we say yesterday? We said you could pay on the front end or you could pay on the back. You had too much.
Like, He had a good run from 2013 to 2023. You had a good run. So
He probably got cocky. He probably didn't think about the
yeah,
system upgrades because, with technology upgrades, his level wouldn't find that out. He wouldn't know about the different systems that was put into place. So they probably, they wait till ours stack up so they could put us in Fed. They
yeah, they
follow us
do.
for a while, this and that.
Let me see. China said the dumbest people come up with these schemes and can't succeed. Really, he could have China if he would have not been so greedy. Like he was being too greedy. They might be wondering, okay, you a hotel manager at Aria. How
How
can
you
you?
living?
How you
Mhm.
living like this? How you doing flying private jets? How are you
And
doing
why
this?
you didn't do it every year to like 3 months here, 3 months there, like spread it out to hit a certain number?
He
Why
should have
just
put
be
that stuff in
completely
somebody else.
greedy?
I would have put that in somebody else's account. Like I would have never had that
That's what the pastor did.
he had put it in somebody else's account.
The pastor, it was the woman one. She had 3 or 4 people working for her, and they worked at various hotels. So problem number one, it's not a chain. You was at a place
Yeah.
with one. That's much easier. Problem number two, you get comfortable because you feel like, oh, I haven't been caught yet. No, now you in Fed time. So you don't ever change your process because you get cocky. Most of those people say they get cocky, and it's like a drug that they could hit these numbers and get more things, and people like think that they're so amazing. But why not flip that into something legal that you can do that's
Right.
just that smart? I'm with you. I would get a certain number so I could be comfortable, start my own business, have that leverage to lead a better life. But that can't be your money forever. So it has to have an end date. You
They
can't
have
live
to
like,
have an end date.
do they
Like you
think that?
doing too much. Like Precious said, people rather look like they balling by any and all means. And that's the world we live in because
You right,
I'm pretty
Precious.
sure he was probably posting stuff on Instagram and social media showing what he doing and all that. That's where they mess up too. If you gonna do that, I wouldn't show nothing. Would nobody know what I
You
was
couldn't
doing?
even come to my house because you would
Right.
not if you work with me or just only immediate family. Like you gotta seclude yourself like a real celebrity because anybody with eyes could see you work here, you make this. How are you doing this? And
Right.
jealous people start to snoop, even some family that's jealous. That's why I said you couldn't have possibly thought this was gonna be your life forever. That's not an income. That's a lick. Like you get in and get out.
Get
You
in and
can't
get out.
keep
Make
that.
your cool little. Even if you would have just did your 500,000 and got out, like I'm pretty sure he did other stuff. Like you did too much, but that's
Why
what we
not
get. That's
start
why
a business so
I'm
you
like,
can keep that the real way? That's where I just get so confused. Like, how did you think this was going to last forever? So what was you just going to do one day, go back to your regular salary? No.
no, you
So
want because yeah, you used to this lifestyle now. But that's what I'm saying. People get too greedy. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's other people of different races. I'm not being racist. That do the same thing. But like they
post a
said,
lot.
they know what to do with it. They gonna get that money and flip it and just be done with it.
And they have a front.
We just be being greedy. Like, come on now. Okay, let's get into this next video, you guys. Tell me what you guys would have done. I'm just gonna let you watch it first.
Grown folks time now. It's grown folks time now. Where are all these kids? Y'all kids need to go to bed. I ain't gotta be your mama, honey. You going to bed? I'm talking to you. Go to bed, little girl.
Y'all don't tell my child when to go to
Oh, I'm
bed.
telling your
I
child
tell
when to
her
go
when
to bed. No, I'm telling your child. It's grown.
You
It's
might be
grown
telling
people
her, but
time.
see, she-
It's grown people time.
Nah.
Get your child in
I
check.
tell her when it grown
Get
people
your
time.
child in check. It's
I
time to go
got
to
my
bed.
child. I got my
Okay,
child.
well,
Get your
why'd
child
you
in
letting
check.
her hang around grown people?
Look.
Like we out here trying to have the grown business. She just sitting out here. Go to bed. Go to bed.
Go to bed.
I got the right one, honey.
Here.
Oh, need your kid, baby. Let me go, cause I will flip you. Baby. Listen. Ooh, need your kid.
My place now.
Now it was mixed reviews
I'm not
about
entertaining
this.
this conversation. I'm just gonna
Look,
take this next
because
call.
me, I feel like these kids nowadays, like we said earlier, they're disrespectful. First of all, like the lady said, okay, maybe the lady could have said you need to go to bed or something. She could have been like, okay, all the kids go somewhere else. But the fact that that girl was so comfortable with saying, you ain't my mama and you can't tell me what to do. And then the mama goes back and was like, don't tell my kids. That's what's wrong with this generation now. Like, I just don't understand. We would have
I'm
never
with China. I don't even want to have this conversation. You heard what happened after the show yesterday. I don't play games. I don't play games with kids. I'm with China. That once she threw the
said, I think it was a
whatever she
skit.
threw, I think it was fake. That didn't
Why
look
do you
real.
think it was fake? Because I do feel like a lot of parents nowadays say that somebody can't say nothing to their kids.
Oh, absolutely. That's absolutely normal. The skit was off of real life. Do I think that one was real after she threw the cupcake? That just looked weird. But the rest, that sounds exactly what it sounds like. You
I
can't
just
even
know that
say
back-
nothing.
we couldn't say nothing to no adult when we was that age.
First of all, we wouldn't have been there.
Exactly.
It wouldn't have needed to be said.
Even if we was there, we ain't about to tell no parent that we can't. We wouldn't have been able to talk to no adult like that. It don't matter if they was talking to us crazy or something, anything. We'll have to go home and tell our parents. But we're not going to be able to say nothing to that person at all.
We wouldn't have said nothing. We would have just gotten up and been like, okay, y'all, it's time for us to go in the house now. Like, it would have been nothing. We'd have been glad we got to stay out there that amount of time.
But
Like,
we would have never been out there in the first place when
we
they was
really
having
wouldn't
those
have.
conversations. We would have never been out there. Juanita, what do you mean that this could be viewed in so many ways? I just feel like they was disrespectful, though. That girl was disrespectful. The mom could say, you can't talk to my daughter, but you should have said, go in the house, though. Like, go in the house, this is grown-up talk.
I think even that was disrespectful to say that to. You don't undermine another adult in front of adults. That's why they don't respect adults.
Yeah,
they feel like it's a reason why you listen to an adult. It's not a reason why you listen to an adult. Now, if she'd have said to her daughter, oh, you've been so good today, go in the house and get my purse and let me give you $100, or she'd have ran in there. Oh, that's okay, though.
Right.
But that's why I don't fucking like kids. I don't like people's kids that act like that. I can't be around you. You're threatening my freedom. I can't.
It really it makes no sense. You guys make sure you go in there and like. I need all y'all to be liking. Like, it's so many people on here, y'all. All the people that's on here should be liking the podcast right now. All you have to do is press like. That's all you have to do. Let me see. Juanita said, if this was true, we live in such a camera phone culture that the village doesn't stand up and check both. Yeah.
Oh, I do.
I don't know, Bonita. It could be because they do stuff for clickbait now, so we just don't know what's going on. I can't say if the mess is real or fake. Everything isn't a laugh out loud these days. If this were a skit, the children will do. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I actually don't think it was a skit. Like, this one looks too real. But I don't know. Like I said, I know my son ain't gonna be able to talk crazy to no adult. If y'all
so I wonder if she just threw the cupcakes because the camera was there, like doing the extra at the end, because it sounded very real and exactly what it sounded like from each person until she threw the cupcakes. And I was like, why is she throwing them in every direction? That's when I thought it might be, but the context.
Y'all about to throw my cupcakes.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody said nothing, not even a homeowner. Like, are you really throwing food? Who finna clean this up in my house? Like, we know.
Bella, this is why them sickening ass kids be whooping on their parents. So you might as well start with the problem. Her mama. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Her and her mama is the problem, because first of all, the little girl was too comfortable with saying something to the grown up, but then the mama, it was like she was okay with the little girl saying.
I mean, didn't even move.
Exactly.
Little girl didn't even look like at her mama to see if she could say something, see if she heard. Like, that's about what it looks like these days. They real bold with being disrespectful. They are. They threatening our freedom, y'all.
Hey, Diana.
We're going to jail.
Okay, so on to the next one. A Florida teacher was arrested and charged with child abuse after allegedly striking a 4-year-old autistic child in her class. The 48-year-old was arrested last Thursday. Since then, she has been bonded out like always, and then she has been placed on a leave from the school. What
You
would
said she
guys
hit the
have done?
kid. Did I miss that?
No, she hit the 4-year-old autistic
You said
kid.
hit,
Hit.
and she's on a bond and administrative leave, and she
Yes.
hit a child with autism.
Mhm. Mhm. First of all, this one, my son is autistic, and I know for a fact that they're hard to deal with. When I went to back to school night, and only half of the kids was there in that class, and I seen the way they was running wild in there. I asked the teacher, "How do you do this? How do you do this? Because this is crazy. Like, it's crazy." And she was like, "Well, I have 3 other helpers." He only got 12 other kids in his class. But I'm telling you, when I was sitting in there, I was just like, oh my gosh, I would literally be drinking on a job. Like, so
But the
my
difference
thing
is, bro, we pick our careers, right? So I
I
could
was just
ask
about to
you,
say that.
how do you deal with what you deal with? Because it's not my calling and my specialty. They're called in and paid significantly more than regular teachers because of that. If you don't have that love in your heart, I don't think you should be dealing with kids. And I have such a soft spot for children with autism, people with autism. How dare you? Do not work in that field
Girl,
if you can't
that's
do
what I
it.
said too. I'm like, the thing is, and I understand that people get burnt out. I understand that. Just like with nurses, you get burnt out. That's why I'm taking time to myself right now, because you get burnt out after a while. And those kids, it's a lot to deal with. So if you was feeling some kind of way and you feel like you couldn't do it, you should have just stepped outside the class, because I'm pretty sure if he's autistic, like I said, they have more than one teacher in there. It's like it's a teacher and
Right.
like 3 or 4 aides. So you
Right.
could have been like, okay, I can't do this right now. Let me go step outside, go and do a smoke break or
But they also
anything.
get more breaks than any other career. They get
Yeah.
Christmas breaks, summer break. They don't even work like we work to be getting. I mean, not that you can't get burned out and have bad days and step outside, but we don't get breaks. Sometimes we go 2, 3 years without taking a vacation. So
But I still
again,
think with them, I'm not on the lady side by far, because if that happened to my son, I'm at the school and I'm getting arrested. I
right.
know that those kids are hard to deal with, but like I said, it could have been a bad day for her. You could have just been like,
Oh,
you know what?
absolutely.
I need time to go outside and reset. I can't
Yes.
do it today. But for you to hit that child, girl, bye. And Jolisa, you already know what race she was. Again, if the tables were turned, we already know if the tables was turned. Like, they probably put her on administrative leave right now just because everybody's in an uproar. But I'm pretty sure she'll be back to school. And then they said that she used to be a groomer for dogs before this. So if you can deal with dogs, how you
My
can't
thing
deal
is
with
this though. Okay, so a lot of the training before you become a teacher, because I had to take some for the nonprofit and as a chair for the Delta gyms, you
Mhm.
have to take classes that teach you how to deal with certain things. They let you know you might be bit, you like how to restrain versus hit, to make that your second nature, and to always think about them like different. Like, you can't look at them like they're just some bad kid doing this, right? Some are, but you are supposed to like have it in your heart already that these things could happen, and you got to have a lot of compassion. They might be
Mhm.
frustrated, they're the ones confused, and you got to take a step back. You have to know when to step away that you don't hurt somebody else's child. Who do you think you are?
I'm going to jail. That
What if
day I'm going to jail.
right,
'Cause as soon
so
as they
what
come
if you
there,
was the parent and you come
I'm
in there
going
and
to
you
jail.
clock her dead in her face because you
But then
can't restrain yourself?
I'm pretty sure when I do that, I'm going to jail. Sharon said,
That's what I'm so
how to have patience with kids who have autism if you don't know that that's not the profession nor position for you. It's just, she probably, like I said, if you could deal with dogs and groom dogs, I'm pretty sure they acting wild just like some kids too. So John, what happened? What was the buildup? Not that it matters, but I want to know. It didn't
me
say what the
too.
buildup was, but that's my point, Precious. I know how Amir acts. I know how he acts. And so I would actually, that's when I asked the teacher, when I seen how he acted, I thought he was probably the worst kid in there. When I went to back to school night, literally the kids was worse than him. So I don't know. The kids, Some days they just have bad days. So maybe that day that child was just acting on 1,000 and the teacher couldn't deal with it. And you
So
never
she
know
don't
what
have no structure in her class, no measures to, no coping, soothing. My mom used to
Yeah, because
literally pick up some of the
have
kids
all
sometimes
kind of
and hug them. Like, you
girl,
know,
they
that's
have
why it's
all
so
kind of
many.
stuff. They have all kind of stuff they can do for them. They put weighted vests on them. They do
Right.
all kind of stuff to help with the children. So I'm
I
not
thought they
doing it.
do.
They do. Let me see.
Okay.
That's why I don't work in healthcare anymore. Burn me out. You can get burnt out real.
You can
You
get
can
burnt
really
out
get burnt
working with
out real fast.
people.
We need to we need to do an interview with the puppy.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, fam. We need to talk to the puppies. Why she can't be with the puppies no more? Her and Shirley Strawberry husband got something with the puppies and stuff. We need to talk to him.
They might want to check on them dogs. She was beating them.
Hello.
Y'all crazy.
And by the way, y'all, you don't go to straight to just being a teacher in that space. You have to do
you have to go to school.
kind of like nursing where they do clinical. Like you got to do all this stuff before you build up to your own classroom. So she should be better. Not you can't have a bad day. You can't. Do you know how many people as a manager I want to choke out? That I want to sock dead in their mouth when they're talking to me, but you can't do that. That's not reality. Like, take a step back. You had three other people in there with you, ma'am.
Right. Gwenita said this also happens when there's not a continual professional oversight, accountability, and providing self-care. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She needed time to reset. One of the reasons why I have no kids, someone will be dead. But you know what, Alexis, I honestly will say I used to feel that way too before I had Amir. I didn't have patience, but when I had him, I have more patience. Sometimes he runs me low every day. But I do feel like I have more patience than I had him. Anything with people.
Come on, Summer. Please tell the people. Grown-ups is worse than kids. Child, listen. I'm just saying, because you be looking at them like you got to be on drugs to be talking to me like that. Do you know where I'm from?
Right. Okay, so the next one is Krishan. Tell me this, you guys, because I know we only got a little time left. She just had her baby. She got her baby dedicated at church with all them people when the baby was 7 days old. You got this baby out at football games and everything. Do y'all feel like that there's no time frame for kids to be in the house no more after you have them? Like, I don't understand how you could just have a child out 7 days old. Now, it's good that she wanted to get the child dedicated because that child really do need to be dedicated dealing with the parents that it has. But 7 days old with this COVID uprise and everything, like, why would you have your baby out 7 days old getting dedicated? And before that, you had your baby at a football game. Do y'all think that that's too early, or it's just me because I'm old? What do y'all think about that? What do you think, Asia?
Well, Al read something saying that the professionals is saying they don't have to stay in no more, but I'm old school too. I'm old school where the woman not supposed to leave the house for 6 weeks. You're not even supposed to go to church. You're supposed to stay at home and heal. Because of COVID, I would think you would be more keeping your child at home. Like you pour water on your child's head out in the open. What if the AC was on? It's all these things you're not supposed to do that I saw her do. So I was afraid for her. I wouldn't. I'm not doing that.
Like, I feel like, I don't know if whatever religion she is, because it seems like she's Christian. If you had to do it by the 7th day, but even if that was the case, you could have had that preacher come to your house to do that. I just
That's a good point, bro. She's Christian like us. Al goes to a regular church, so they wasn't even supposed to let her come to church. A mother, see what we just talked about, people not checking people in the church. Why a mother didn't pull her to the side?
The one that was praying when she was having a baby should have told her, Krishan, just wait, we can have the pastor come to the house. I went back to work when I was 4 weeks. 4 weeks in 7 days is all the way different.
She was already out before the 7th day though.
Yeah, she was out before the 7th day. The baby was at a football game before the 7th day.
Right.
Then she got the baby Christian on
The church shouldn't have even scheduled that. That was their opportunity to educate her, to schedule it out. You're not supposed to be a church. That's where we really got all of this from, is the church, spiritual and all of that. She's not supposed to be there. They should have clocked that when she tried to make the appointment. That's interesting. It's a church in LA too.
If y'all felt the same way I felt, that these people don't stay in the house. Like y'all can stay in the house for a little bit. Like, come on now. It's too early for these kids to be out with all these germs and stuff.
Well, child, she done already been on live complaining about the baby daddy and everything with the baby in her hand. They crying together. She just, where is her people?
Maybe she's doing it for Zeus, girl. Maybe
she is. She's doing it for clout. But she could have sold pictures for more.
Yeah, she should, exactly. Like it would,
like Judy and the Bratches did.
Yeah, it would have been no way that I would have had my baby out. You ain't seen Judy and the Brat have their baby out nowhere. But again, they're older parents. They older than us.
And they sold the pictures. That was smarter.
Yeah, like, well, I don't think, are they?
They did.
Are they in their late 40s?
They did a magazine already.
Yeah, and they did it right after the baby was born. It's just no way I would have had my baby out there. People want to, because when you have little babies, people want to hold the baby and kiss it. No,
you can't even come see my baby. You can't even come see me.
Okay, this is my last topic because I need to get off now. Okay, so y'all know on Friday, Morocco had an earthquake. What was it? Like 6.8 magnitude.
Mm-hmm.
I really feel sorry for them because literally more than 2,900 people have lost their life and over 5,500 people have been injured after that earthquake. But basically, a lot of people are wondering why they won't accept help from us. And at first I was just like, sometimes I get mad about it because I'm like, why are we always trying to help somebody? But it's people that's poor on the streets. Y'all don't want to give everybody their money back for their student loans and pay it off. But every time something happened in another country, y'all trying to aid them. Like, not saying what happened to them isn't wrong, but y'all always trying to do something for some other countries when you have people out here that need help and y'all not doing it. They're not accepting help. And so people are trying to kind of frustrated about it. But after looking into it, they was like, they don't want to accept help from other countries right now as far away as we are. That's in North Africa.
Right. Like,
they don't want to accept that because, first of all, they said they did that before and it's too much commotion. It's no coordination. The roads that goes up to where it was really hit hard is all gone. So, like, how are you guys going to get up there?
And they probably feel like they're not going to get it. The government probably going to take it. They got the most corrupt government, so they probably feel like it's not going to get to them anyway. I don't know.
Yeah, we just got to keep.
But those is different buckets of money. It's different buckets of money, kind of like a business. You can't move money from one to the other.
Helping stuff from like their local government and agencies and stuff like that. But from us, they like, no. Because
they don't like us, honey.
First of all, it's gonna take us too long to get over there. It's already been past the 4-day mark to where if it was any surviving people there, they're not alive anymore.
They don't even want help for people to come in and look. Oh, they for real don't want us over there.
No, they said
I never heard of that before.
They said it would be too much commotion, but I just pray for them because they were saying the houses are made out of like mud and stuff. Like, it's not made to withstand earthquakes and stuff. So when that happened, it really messed them up. Let me see what Alexa said. Brad is almost 50, but Judy may not be 40. She's younger.
Yeah, she's younger than us.
Oh, I didn't know how old she was. I just know that they're old.
Super's younger than us too. They all in the same group.
I know Super is, but I didn't know if I knew Brad was older than us, but I didn't really know how old Judy was. So, but they still older parents and they ain't having their kids out in the streets. So that's all for tonight, you guys. So thank you guys again for watching. And Sophia. I returned to my church after 6 weeks after having Jasmine. I was low-key reprimanded for just returning, and other parents returned in 2 to 4 weeks. The church is ran different these days. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. How did they? Y'all know that she just had that baby. Literally, y'all know she just had that baby. She brought that baby there on the 7th day. The baby
was supposed to tell her no.
Yeah, the baby was 7 days old, and y'all still was like, okay, come get the baby dedicated.
And you
Like,
schedule
no.
those. So as big as that
And you
church is, how did they even get her in that quick? I believe, let me tell you why I think they did it. They did it so that they could be in the news like they was, and he could be pictured doing it and all of that. Because he feared probably if he say no, somebody else is going to say yes to her hard-headed butt, and then they would get the publicity for it.
Yeah, and that's the one she gave the money to and everything, that pastor, the one who looked out for her and everything.
Yeah, he doing everything. He was bought.
Uh-huh. So thank you guys for tuning in tonight, and we'll be back next Wednesday. Asia, you want to tell them where they can find you?
Sure. You can find me on Melanin Madam on YouTube and Instagram. Please subscribe and tune in with us on Tuesday nights. And then I am also live on Thursday nights.
Okay. And I just want to say thank you to everybody that's tuning in with me. And I hope you guys come back next Wednesday. If you have anything that you want to talk about, you can inbox me and everything and let me know what you want to talk about. Make sure you like and subscribe and share. Everybody go like this that's still watching right now. And also, what was I about to say? Yeah, if you have anything you want to talk about, let me know. Y'all have to let me know, because a lot of y'all be telling me stuff, but then y'all tell me later on, like at the last minute. So if you let me know what's going on, then I can put you on. Okay, so everybody have a good night.
Good night.
Bitch, I'm from Pomona. Bitch, I'm from Pomona. Bitch, I'm from Pomona.